get us started with the opening kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab near the sticks. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The defense is their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Through the air, it's Underwood. Taking a shot on the first play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Got him downfield.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Tennessee.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Right back to the well. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Offense facing fourth down.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Jordan. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counter-punch and attack this defense?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Now on the move. And he's dragged down. A field goal here would make it a two-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on fourth down. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QB.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Jordan. Running into the open space. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. He's loose down the middle. Past the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown tie. They'll try to add another to their lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Jordan. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Jordan. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Creates a little room. Oh, a lot of space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Dances away to buy time. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He's got it inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Jordan. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Jordan. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Alabama in business to start this drive with a 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Using his feet, and he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown! send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this group.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And that is one the quarterback is going to wish he had back. Receiver wide open, and he just threw it way too far out in front of him. He's never gotten into a rhythm, guys. This is one of the more talented guys in the entire country, and he's way under 50% completions in this game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. This is a design run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. On the move. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Quickly complete. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. But he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Fights off, and another Another broken tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. To throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. They brought the heat and they him on the ground, and a 4th down sack stops this drive cold.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. They'll try to get outside. There he goes. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown ball. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Back has it. Pushes ahead. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide, and the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. the Vols will put total weather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under fire. Might be looking to run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He's going to let it go. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Fires to the wideout. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Howard. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Oh, better look out! They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Delp. Can't get him to the ground. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll go to the toss. Gets away from one, finds room. Flying out to the left. The 40, the 30. Inside the touchdown, Tennessee. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reeves. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he capped things off with an 84-yard thrilling race to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Sparks. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll give it to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Going to swing it on second down. On the run, still looking.
Love the effort and love the pursuit by the defense. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And they were just relentless. The quarterback turning around and changing direction time and time again. And finally, that defensive effort paid off.
Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. And he's still running after the move. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big pump.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Here comes the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Back
tucked up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's dealt. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's dealt. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the wide receiver. On the snap, it's dealt. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap, it's Jordan. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. On the snap, it's Jordan. Finds some fresh air. Turning it on. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll turn to the wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Volunteers!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. He is denied, and they will not be able to take the lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Coming out with it, it's the Spartans. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DB's not. This time you can tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the throw.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Underwood. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Keeps it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Wide receiver going in motion. On the direct snap, it's Underwood. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. That's reeled in. It's Proctor. defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Wide receiver comes in motion. Direct snap. It's Underwood. Oh, he's got some space.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Underwood. Got a man, it's Proctor. Now on second down. Give to the big fullback. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up. Who makes the winning plays to take home that W? It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's dealt. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and get...
There he goes!
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown!
love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Defense in press coverage. Looking for space. It's Edwards. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Forced out of the pocket. Still running at the 35. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock, picked up the first down, and now they'll try to find a way to score. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Using his feet to buy time. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Jordan. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. The time is precious. He's out of bounds to stop the clock after gaining 11. On the snap, it's Jordan. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Oh, and he wants to throw. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Got room on the return. At the 30. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
We'll get it started here in overtime. On the direct snap, it's dealt. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. To the ground with the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Direct snap. It's Jordan. Breaks into the open. Got some room in into the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. They strike first here in overtime.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple of years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Pressure coming. Flushed out of the pocket. Creates a little space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down.
Touchdown, Oregon! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by one, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Steps away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
This thing has been back and forth now. First and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Rushes on him. Touchdown Ducks! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. Looking to throw. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Jordan. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Volunteer! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. I changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. He'll set up to throw. using his legs to buy some time. Clutch play and execution ties the game again, and we'll play another overtime. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. From the gun. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a two. Gets the back moving. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And another answer, we're tied again, and let's keep playing, kids. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get into more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Leaves it with the running back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Jordan. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Jordan. Got room to work. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. He breaks a tackle. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
On the direct snap, it's Jordan. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The corners are walked up tight. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure he was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Fortunately, ended up losing yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Flutie. Throwing right. Tosses it incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Now looking to throw back to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. At the 45 on its way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Pass the tech. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have a guy.
Volunteers will kick this away to get us going here. And here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking downfield, it's back. Fires it to the wideout. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Toss play to the outside. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Trying for a fourth down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from it. Don't see that often. 2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Now they're running on the toss. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Let's reel in. It's Owens. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now he's got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. The Sun Devils lining up here on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Gets the first and still running. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Back to pass. It's Beck. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, ASU!
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points. Now, Chris, I don't understand all the decisions offensive coordinators make, in this case the head coach, going for 2 on the opening drive. But analytics these days tell you in some cases that's the right play. And they're up 8-0 here to get the game started.
It's a direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Breaks into the clear. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain in the play.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
And it's a direct snap. He's got the first and still going. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Chris, that's a big first down, and what we could almost refer to as a drive that you're looking for an answer. Anytime your opponent drives the length of the field to open the game and puts a touchdown up on the board, it's important for the offense to counter that. And right now they're off to a very good start on their own drive.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Well, Kirk, Arizona State has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter.
0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Direct snap. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. He gets loose. The Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Breaks an open space.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. They'll give it to the back. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And it's a direct snap. He's got room to run. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. We're going to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. And it's a direct snap. Breaks free. He's past the marker and still going.
I'm going to be honest here. I'm completely shocked that they kept it on the ground. I think the defense is too. I don't think they were prepared for it. It's one of those things where it just makes you scratch your head, and it somehow works out.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Now here's the toss play. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Mowers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half, leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. Direct snap. He runs it into the end zone. That conversion will tie up this game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Dropping back. It's Beck. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A great defensive play, and that should do it for the half. Sun Devils will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. We're going to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Direct snap. Breaks into open space. Got the first down and still motoring.
Man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You think you've got him right where you want him on third and long, and you give up a run play for a first down. The offense makes you pay for assuming the pass and bailing out too quick in coverage.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Slides to avoid the big hit.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Direct snap. It's a fumble. And the defense comes up with the football.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Back to throw. It's Speck. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Plenty of time to throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it with room to run. He's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's back. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
A great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Look out, room to run here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get...
Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. At the 20.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big game, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage about to snap the ball again.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not hurt this defense at all. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Now, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Into the end zone. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Design quarterback run. Stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
Boy, this offensive coordinator knows his offense. Fourth down and short, you give it to your back. He's able to do the rest, not only pick up the first down, he almost walks that into the end zone for a touchdown.
The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. First and goal, most likely four-down territory to claim the lead. They'll try to run this one in. No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And the quarterback will just sneak it now. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, you just don't see that happen very often. A loss of yards on a quarterback sneak. I don't know if that was the center in the quarterback exchange. I don't know if he was not anticipating the snap, but to go backwards, that's on the offensive line and the quarterback.
And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. This could be the biggest play so far. Fourth and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not, and that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, a combination today of some pretty stout defense, but also some inept offensive play ends up being a tough loss.
Yeah, no kidding. Not exactly the most exciting game, and especially as
inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. Cooper for the first down and more. QB in the clear now. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Vols. To kick the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Tries to get it to the running back. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami and the wide receiver position. And you could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players.
Lowers into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, the defense is so caught up in stopping this passing game that they underestimate what this quarterback can do when he pulls it down and can take off. He takes this one all the way to the house.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. As the first down is still going.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. The wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He breaks free.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Take a big pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. He shreds the tackle.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Wildcat picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And it's a direct snap. He finds some space.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap.
Look, I realize in any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And it's a direct snap. Powering through the defender.
When the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Direct snap.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Now, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Direct snap. And he stopped short here, so the lead is still 6. Interesting decision. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So they'll start this drive with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. To throw, it's Washington. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs, only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which...
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Volunteers. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
This all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. One more play before they head to the locker room. To throw, it's Washington. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. The Volunteers will kick this deep to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. And this one is caught. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Throws to the tight end. What a catch! And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone. The Canes line up with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Scanning the field. It's Washington. On the run here. Lets it go. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Canes.
I can't believe this guy came down with his catch. Unbelievable play for a touchdown. The quarterback took a chance by throwing that into double coverage, and the receiver somehow went up and makes a play on the ball and came down in the end zone for a touchdown.
Moves out of the pocket. And they've got him behind the line. The two-point try fails, and they can't get any closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's caught from inside the 20. Brought down at the 29. That's when they start the drive. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Breaks free. QB breaking away. He's in the clear at the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Vols.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. To the air, it's Washington. Looking deep to the right after all that. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. The Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, a nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that habit.
Second down after that short completion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Because anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was
looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Still no answer for the passing game.
Well, there you go. That's the advantage of having a mobile quarterback on full display right here. He breaks away from the pocket, uses his speed to threaten the defense, and then eyes his target and delivers a strike for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. The coverage team brings it down at the 26. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Fights up. They can't get him to the ground. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this wildcat look. It's a first down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Direct snap. Breaks into the clear. Look out, he's loose.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Receiver in motion now. And it's a direct snap. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
When you can run it like this with a late lead and the defense knows it's coming, that's a clear sign the offense has done its job. This defense is worn down at this point, and closing the game out should be pretty routine if they can keep this up.
Defense has got it, but that wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Direct snap. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Tennessee offense will take over 1st and 10.
Will kick this deep to start us off. Bringing it out. It's Moore. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To the air, it's Simpson. The pocket breaking down. On the run here, lets it go. With the catch, it's Barnes. Solid gain there, moves the ball out to the 32.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
Chris, we've talked about this guy all week. We sat down with him yesterday in the production meeting. He had that look in his eye that he thought he might have a big day. And, man, is he off to a good start. Play after play, matchup after matchup. This guy puts the ball right on the money to give them big yards through the air.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for a man. And they've got him on the blitz.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Clean to the end zone. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's third down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble. And
Touchdown, Sun Devils. Add 6 more points to the total. A horrible field position to start the drive through, but they just march right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, and a bad decision to bring it out. Will take their first time out of the half. Let's talk strategy here. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He gets loose. First down and more. He's still running. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Breaks an open space. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. Well, Kirk, Arizona State has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. They They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Looking for some space. It's Jordan. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Direct snap. He's got room to run. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Short throw complete to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And it's a direct snap. First down, looking for more now. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. And the defense wraps him up.
What a weapon this quarterback is. He can throw the football. We know he can run. But with this kind of speed, he doesn't just take off. He can pick up big chunks of yards like this here.
And it's a direct snap. Breaks free. Football comes out. Scooped up in the defense.
Chris, this could end up being a critical play in this game. If they don't have a chance to come back and end up winning this game, the coach could look back at this very play and wonder if things could have turned out differently, if they would have been able to hold on to the ball and gotten some points before the half.
Gives it to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Chris, everybody in the stadium, including this defense, knew they were going to run the football just to get it away from the shadow of their own goal line. What's amazing is they were able to pop a big run like that. And if you're the defensive coordinator, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things. Let's give credit to the offense. They blocked it well and made it out.
The Sun Devils looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Quick throw, testing the middle. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout. Arizona
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 58 yards away. Never in doubt. The Sun Devils will kick this away to begin the second half. Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Breaks into open space. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Look out, room to run here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Send the back in motion. Direct snap. He breaks free. Picks up the first, looking for more. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Tennessee.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Simpson. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout.
Nice grab. It's Moore.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. The receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Bought some time, now lets it go. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
The receiver grabs it. Breaks free over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, ASU. Too much speed for the defense. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Runs through the defender. He finds some space. Now it's another broken tackle. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
All right, here comes that up-tempo look from the offense. Sometimes it's just getting that first down that will kick them into that gear.
And it's a direct snap. Breaks free. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes fourth down. Now look at this. They line up in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
They make the stop at the 25, but it's first and 10 for this offense. And it's been an old-school ground game duel. These running backs have been putting on a show so far today. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He'll throw it now. Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and his quarterback, being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
And they've got him.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
On the move now. And he runs it into the end zone. That bumps it up to a 3-score game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And they've got the returner corralled. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the wildcat look. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Breaks into the clear. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain. Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Motion now from the tight end. Direct snap. He gets loose. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Volunteers.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He's not going to get there. The two-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Fights off a defender. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. He escapes the pocket, using his legs here. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quarterback heading right, trying to create on the move. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Bringing it out, it's Howard. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. And on fourth down, they line up in the Wildcat. What's the call here? Fighting off the defender. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. Kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Oh, now he throws it. One last pass attempt, ball's incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. Well, it was an entertaining game, Kirk. We enjoyed calling it, but it's got to sting to fall.